Good afternoon from Saskatchewan. My name is LizaWithaZed, and welcome back to LastPlays. And today I am playing everything, and it didn't give me a chance to enter my name. X to think? Where am I supposed to be going? Who am I supposed to be? What am I? I'm a cow, apparently. In a field. In a rainstorm. Okay. You are a cow. Thoughts info added under help. Okay. Rabbits. Hello, rabbits. Yeah, okay, so all I know about this game is that it's a game where you become things. Hi, human, you found me finally. We've been waiting for you for such a long time. Notice my thought had the dodecahedron icon. Look out for others with this. We're here to show you what you're able to do to help you navigate everything. Good luck. Wolves. Hello, wolves. Everything sings. Singing is how all things communicate. Singing helps find or avoid one another. It deepens the bond between some things and separates others. It's how things announce their existence. So, sing, sing all day long. I want to hear what you sound like, and so does everything else. If other things hear you, they may sing back. I want to find those rabbits again. Ooh, there's a cloud over there. And another thingy icon. Orangutans! What is this? Well, I seem to have lost the cloud icon, so I'm going to go to the... How far back do you think brown cows go? You might always feel it, but you took trillions of generations of brown cows getting mixed up all the way back to forever. It's incredible you made it through and finally arrived here. The other brown cows around here are reflections of you from back then, each with their own dreams and their own lives to live. As you meet other brown cows, you'll sometimes feel inseparable from them, and find where you really start and end is up to you. okay? Holy crap, this game is weird. What does the cloud mean? I can tell you exactly what all the other stones are up to here. I've been keeping a record of it for years. When they come and go, what they're doing, and who's up to go good. I really hate a bunch of them, to be honest. They're just appalling. You wouldn't believe half the stuff I've seen. What? I don't have time to think about myself. That would be such a waste. Get out of here. Out. Okay. There you are. Over time, you might find there's no right or wrong path to take here. As you explore, you might feel that parts of you need to go their own direction, because you can't control everything at once. At least not yet. Try letting go of a few things. What is this game? I notice you can't sing to plants. Did they just not want to do walk cycles, or is there some purpose to it moving like this? Look closely and you'll find what you're after. Don't get discouraged. Everything is here to help you. There's no thought to open. Move. Is that a brown cow? Hey, what do you make of all the small things around here? All the plants and little creatures, are they here for you or are you here for them? It's hard to imagine that everything could be here for each other. Because you can only see things from a brown cow's perspective. Just and I can only see things from a reed's perspective. But if you want to, you can always see things from a little thing's point of view. Try it. That hardy banana. You are a hardy banana. Can descend to level below. Now I'm the grass. I am wild barley. Can descend. Oh, I want to be a bug. I can't descend further until I learned how to ascend. Okay. How do I learn how to ascend? Hi, friend. Looks like you see things from a little thing's point of view. Now you might be wondering what it's like to see things from the other way around, to see things from a bigger thing's point of view. Out of all the points of view you find, which one is the right one? Everything is set to default enter mode. If using one button... Okay, I didn't hear that. I really hope I can make it through this sun today. It's been a rough week for this rough grass. Hope you're doing better. Can ascend. Oh, this is so cool. Or a Douglas fir. But I'm already a Douglas fir. Oh, holy shit. I need to find other green continents. This is so wild. This is the weirdest game. Oh, and now there's snow. Is this one green? Nope. Doesn't look like that's a green continent either. God damn it. I'm just a horde of wild pigs. Oh, this is wild. what there is.
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of this seminar is going to be, because it's too fundamental to give it a title. I'm going to talk about what there is. Now, the first thing, though, that we have to do is to get our perspectives with some background about the basic ideas which influence our everyday common sense, our fundamental notions about what life is about. Ideas of the world which are built into the very nature of the language we use, and of our ideas of logic and of what makes sense altogether. And these basic ideas I call myth, not using the word myth to mean simply something untrue, but to use the word myth in a more powerful sense. A myth is an image in terms of which we try to make sense of the world.
The nights are the loneliest for me, not sure about other rough grass. There's something very quiet about them. Do I look fat? No, honey, you're fine. And even if you were fat, there's nothing wrong with being fat. I want to bond with this pig. There we go. Firefly. No, I want to be a firefly. That's an ostrich. Life mostly involves going out and entangling yourself with others, but I want to show you another way of getting mixed up. A very beautiful thing you can do, and that's dancing. To dance is to move in a pattern and not towards anywhere in particular. To make yourself the destination and to enjoy never quite arriving. Dancing always takes two, but the more the merrier. Everything dances a little differently, so try doing it with different things. Press 8 to dance. Well, I'd need to find another... I will dance as... Press 8 to dance. Okay. Oh! A new pig is ready to be born. Oh, is that the purpose of dancing? Dancing, huh? How do I stop? Okay. A word that peoples.
You, as a human being, you grow out of this physical universe in just exactly the same way that an apple grows off an apple tree. So let's say the tree which grows apples is a tree which apples, using apple as a verb. And a world in which human beings arrive is a world that peoples. And so the existence of people is symptomatic of the kind of universe we live in. Just as hair on a head is symptomatic of what's going on in the organism. But we have been brought up not to feel that we belong in the world. So our popular speech reflects it. We say, I came into this world. You didn't. You came out of it.
Huh.
We say, face facts. We talk about encounters with reality. As if it was a head-on meeting of completely alien agencies. And the average person has the sensation that he is a somewhat that exists inside a bag of skin, a center of consciousness, which looks out at this thing and what the hell is it going to do to me? I recognize you. You kind of look like me, and I've seen myself in a mirror, and you look like you might be people. So maybe you're intelligent. Maybe you can love too, and perhaps you're all right. Some of you are anyway. You've got the right color of skin, or you have the right religion, or whatever it is. You're okay. But there are all those people over in Asia, and Africa, and they may not really be people. When you want to destroy someone, you always define them as unpeople.
Huh. This village is just going to leave. It's just going to go someplace else now. The whole village. It's just gonna leave. It's just gonna up and fucking leave. Oh, there's another one. I am a Gemsbok. Ooh, a chicken. Oh. An eggplant. I'm an eggplant. Now I'm worms. I'm a stag beetle. There's so many things to be. I tried living in the desert for a while. Wasn't for me. I'm glad the wind blew me all the way here. I am a gecko. Another.
We have this hostility to the external world because of the superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether. Billions of years ago, you were a Big Bang. Now, you're a complicated human being. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
Ever since I got into a leak, I thought of something I wanted to do. Now I'm gonna do it. Okay, I better not do any more of that, or they'll copyright strike me. Okay. Feels warm for an autumn morning, but I'm not complaining. Almost a never-ending day. I'm happy I get to see it. I never know what's around the corner. Thoughts are the friction between things and other things. Thoughts would never exist if everything thought this was the same thing. As you go around listening to things, their thoughts will make impressions on your mind. When you go out and experience life, you will have your own thoughts, and they will reflect the things you've listened to and absorbed. Give thinking a go. Just try not to take it too seriously. I can make me feel alive, like I see what? I swallowed a record of it through this sun today. It's been a leak, I get discouraged. Everything is. Are there things bigger than me? I highly doubt it. Huh. Don't judge me, Leek. You should judge yourself for judging me in the first place. It's a good point. Think with X. What's that? It's a music box. Yay, I'm a ladybug. Added under insect. This is such a weird game. Can I think thoughts? Is that another eggplant? Yeah, it is. This is so cool. And silly. I am a dirt particle. I'm oxygen. Oh wow, I'm oxygen. No such thing as things.
What I would call a kind of a basic problem we've got to go through first is to understand that there are no such things as things. That is to say, separate things. That is only a way of talking.
Parasitic
if you can
mite.
understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of synonyms. They said it's an object, which is simply another word for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything about what you mean by a thing. Finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggling. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggling. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggling. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
Eat me, I dare you. I can't eat you, I'm plant matter. I can eat sunlight. What is this? Halobacterium. Oh, this is wild. Schizo something fonve, added under fungus. Long before schiz... Similar. So I should be able to join with all funguses. Except that's not fungus. Fungi. No, I don't want to descend. I want to ascend. Know yourself before you show yourself. Love yourself before you shove yourself. Be yourself before you flee yourself. Think well of yourself before you tell of yourself. I'm 14 and this is deep. That's all I got. Yeah, well. Are we going to make it when all's said and done and all the games are over? Will we survive? It's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. I really want to ascend the fuck out of here. There we go. I am a praying mantis. Oh, now I can join with all insects. Have I been here before? It seems like I was in, it seems like the place I was just in a second ago. Have I been here before? Oh. I want to collect another reading from... What's his name? I don't know this person.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net. But in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. And I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things. Which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe peoples. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you! The world is waving at me with you. Saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins. That we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful.
Mycena. Oh, right, I can't bond yet because I can't ascend or descend yet because I haven't figured out what I am. No. Tiny bottle in the grass. Okay. Merphilus. Oh, look, there's the music box that I was earlier. As you experience all of the universal's things, each thing also experiences you. Things leave their mark on you as you leave your mark on things, and somewhere inside of you is an impression of everything you've ever been. A great memory of things you can revisit at any time, and feel what it's like to be them again. You are always free to transform yourself into anything. I am a very tiny Douglas fir. I've seen days like this before. A theory worth betting on.
You are a fluke. You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, lady. Now, why does anybody think that way? There's no reason to, because it isn't even scientific. It's just a myth. And it's invented by people who wanted to feel a certain way. They want to play a certain game. Camus said there is only really one serious philosophical question, which is whether or not to commit suicide. Should you or not commit suicide? This is a good question. Why go on? And you only go on if the game is worth the candle. Now, the universe has been going on for an incredible long time.
I haven't gotten the hang of
really,
thinking my own thoughts yet.
A satisfactory theory of the universe has to be one that's worth betting on. That's seems to me absolutely elementary common sense. If you make a theory of the universe which isn't worth betting on, why bother? Just commit suicide. But if you want to go on playing the game, you've got to have an optimal theory for playing the game.
Conical brittle stem. I can transform into anything. That's E, right? Well, this is disturbing and weird. I'm feeling kind of weird. I ate some dirt earlier and it's not going down too well. Red-eyed tree frog. Honeybee. B, I'm dragonfly. Oh, what's this?
If there is any such thing at all as intelligence and love and beauty, well, you found it in other people. In other words, it exists in us as human beings. And as I said, if it is there in us, it is symptomatic of the scheme of things. We are as symptomatic of the scheme of things as the apples are symptomatic of the apple tree or the rose of the rose bush. The earth is not a big rock infested with living organisms, any more than your skeleton is bones infested with cells. The earth is geological, yes, but this geological entity grows people. And our existence on the earth is a symptom of the solar system and its balances, as much as the solar system in turn is a symptom of our galaxy. And our galaxy in its turn is a symptom of the whole company of galaxies. Goodness only knows what that's in.
So many unknown things to be. Is this oxygen again? I'm nitrogen. Descend. Oh, my God. I am sphere. Every time I think I know what the fuck is going on, this game throws me for a loop. F F F F F F F F F F F F F F. Okay. Pattern, 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 pattern. I am feedback sphere. Side, inside, 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 inside. I don't think I want to descend any further. Am I a galaxy? I am a lenticular galaxy. Oh my god.
When, as a scientist, you describe the behavior of a living organism, you try to say what a person does. It's the only way in which you can describe what a person is. Describe what they do. Then you find out that in making this description, you cannot confine yourself to what happens inside the skin. In other words, you can't talk about a person walking unless you start describing the floor. Because when I walk, I don't just dangle my legs in empty space. I move in relationship to a room. And so in order to describe what I'm doing when I'm walking, I have to describe the room. I have to describe the territory. So in describing my talking at the moment, I can't describe this just as a thing in itself, because I'm talking to you. And so what I'm doing at the moment is not completely described unless your being here is described also. So if that is necessary, if in other words, in order to describe my behavior, I have to describe your behavior and the behavior of the environment, it means that we've really got one system of behavior. That what I am involves what you are. I don't know who I am unless I know who you are. And you don't know who you are unless you know who I am. In other words, we're not separate. We define each other. We're all backs and fronts to each other.
Okay, I just hopped from star cluster to star cluster.
And all of us and each other are interdependent systems. We know who we are in terms of other people. We all lock together. And this is, again and again, the serious scientific description of how things happen. And any good scientist knows that what you call the external world is as much you as your own body.
"14 minutes of time and everything I like when you have no soul." Okay. Well, that was weird. That was me having a thought. That's what that means. This isn't an interval of time, but a fixed eternity. The entire process is flowing inside and outside of everything at once, in infinite detail and without a single imperfection. When you search for meaning out here, you'll find only yourself. Hi, human. I was wondering where you'd got to. By now you've been able to see a lot here, but not everything. When you first arrived here, there was a golden object in front of you. Do you remember it? Yeah, I do. It might feel distant now, but it's still there. This is a gate, made by things who weren't able to see how you see. Many things entered it, but weren't able to come back out, so we kept it locked. I'm going to open it for you, but it's up to you if you want to enter. Good luck, and take care. Yeah, but... Spiral galaxy. Don't think about numbers, think about proportion. Whatever we find that connects us, we call it love. And we seek more of it and reinforce it forever. Return to where you began, now descend into the Golden Gate. Yeah, but how do I do that? And sun, added under star. Pom-pom pine. Whirlpool in water.
Your skin doesn't separate you from the world. It's a bridge through which the external world flows into you, and you flow into it. Just, for example, as a whirlpool in water, you could say, because you have a skin, you have a definite shape, you have a definite form. The whirlpool is a definite form, but no water stays put in it. The whirlpool is something the stream is doing. And exactly the same way, the whole universe is doing each one of us. And I see you today, and I recognize you tomorrow, just as I would recognize a whirlpool in a stream. I'd say, oh yes, I've seen that whirlpool before. It's just near so-and-so's house on the edge of the river. And it's always there. So in the same way, when I meet you tomorrow, I recognize you. You're the same whirlpool you were yesterday. But you're moving. The whole world is moving through you. All the cosmic rays, all the food you're eating, the stream of steaks and milk and eggs and everything is just flowing right through you. When you're wiggling the same way, the world is wiggling, the stream is wiggling you. And the problem is, you see, we haven't been taught to feel that way. The myths underlying our culture and underlying our common sense have not taught us to feel identical with the universe, but only parts of it, only in it, only confronting it, aliens. And we are, I think, quite urgently in need of coming to feel that we are the eternal universe, each one of us. Otherwise, we're going to go out of our heads. We're going to commit suicide, collectively, courtesy of H-bombs.
That's heavy.
All right. Supposing we do, well, that will be that, and it'll be life making experiments on other galaxies. Maybe they'll find a better game.
I can now descend to the Golden Gate, but it doesn't tell me how. Butterflies. I am Dandelion. Rumix. I am blueberry. Blackberry. That does not look like a blackberry. That looks like a blueberry. Huh. You cannot make a mistake. Yes, but how do I descend into the Golden Gate? I am Sandgrain. Okay, well, that's been quite a lot of exploring, and there doesn't seem to be anything new for me to encounter just yet. So, that's all I'm going to do for today. If you want to see more of this game, please let me know. I would love to play more of it. And I'll see what else I can encounter. This is just a fascinating, weird game where the objective is just to be. And that's very cool. And, yeah, so if you want to see more, please let me know. And, that's, thanks for joining me today. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if it made you think. Share if you know someone else who you think would like it. And subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to support me and what I do, check out my Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/LizaWithaZed or my Patreon at patreon.com/LizaWithaZed. That's it for now, and I hope I see you again next time. Play me out, Bowman.